You already know how procrastination is ruining your life. As you have clicked on this video, then it only means that you actually want to beat procrastination and improve your progress and improve your life as well. Trust me, I've been there, and I know exactly how it feels, especially when you know deep down that you have the potential to do something bigger, yet somehow you still can't. You keep procrastinating, delaying everything, telling yourself you'll start tomorrow. Sometimes you even promise to begin in the next hour, but starting the very task that could move you forward always feels impossibly hard. You have probably noticed that while doom scrolling on Instagram or TikTok or any other social media platform, right? That when you do those things, when let's say you are doom scrolling or watching reels for like 2 hours straight, you don't even enjoy that thing anymore. You feel something disgusting happening inside you. You want to quit, you want to stop, and you know that you need to go back to your work, but still somehow getting back to your desk and starting feels like this mountain, which is impossible to conquer. Deep down, you know that you feel that guilt, that voice inside saying, I really need to stop this right now. I'm wasting my time. But even after knowing all of these things, most of the time you just can't stop. I'm going to talk about 5 things that I genuinely believe are going to help you get rid of this procrastination loophole. Track everything like a maniac. So the thing is, you want to track literally everything. And I mean everything, small thing, like the moment you wake up, what you're eating, how many calories are in that breakfast, every single small detail. Because what happens is that when you start documenting all of this stuff obsessively, you start actually seeing your wins stack up right in front of you. And that's when something kind of crazy happens. Because your brain doesn't want to break that streak anymore. It starts treating your progress as something real and tangible, rather than just some vague feeling in your head that disappears the moment you have a bad day. And I know what you're thinking, like, bro, this is going to take so much time, but you're probably burning 4 to 6 hours every single day just scrolling on your phone. So the time argument is basically dead before you even make it. Now, the most important thing, and honestly the part that most people completely skip, is that you don't just want to write a to-do list, because to-do lists are honestly kind of useless on their own. And the reason is that when there's no time attached to a task, your brain just keeps telling you, okay, I still have time, I'll do it later, and then later never actually comes. So what you want to do instead is write down everything you're going to do today alongside the exact times. Like wake up at 6 a.m., deep work from 6:30 to 8, gym at 8:10. That level of specificity is literally what you need right now. Number 2, maintaining a streak. I basically stole this whole concept from NoFap, but the way I use it is a little bit different, because instead of just trying to avoid something, what I do here is filling my entire day with work and hobbies, and then splitting all of that stuff into 2 separate categories. One being negotiable, meaning the stuff that can move around or get skipped on a rough day, and the other being non-negotiable, which is basically the core of my day that stays almost completely unchanged for months at a time. Think about it like a gym program. When you create a good workout program, you don't follow it for 2 weeks and then change it and start something new. No, you either build one really carefully according to your specific needs, or you get one from some online fitness coach or your local gym trainer, and then you stick to it for months. And instead of changing the whole program every other week, you just focus on tiny improvements like adding a little more weight or cleaning up your form or squeezing out a few extra reps. And that's the exact same logic I'm applying here. So once your non-negotiable list is locked in with the time blocks from the previous step, you start the streak. If you complete 90% or more of your tasks, and not just complete them but actually do them within their specific time blocks, then count it as day 1. And if you do it again the next day, that's day 2, then day 3, then day 4, and it keeps going. But the moment you fail to hit that 90%, you go straight back to 0. The thing is that once you cross something like day 7 or day 8, the pain of having to restart from 0 becomes genuinely way more powerful than whatever is tempting you to quit. And it's the exact same NoFap. Like if you're sitting at day 15 or 16 of a streak, the regret of throwing all of that away starts to feel so much worse than whatever short-term pleasure you'd get from breaking it. Number 3, the third thing is stop waiting to feel ready, because honestly that feeling of being ready is never really coming. And look, I get it, because there are going to be so many moments where you feel like you've already done enough for the day and you deserve a little break. And to be clear, breaks are completely fine. The problem is that your brain is really good at stretching that break way longer than it needs to be. And once the momentum dies, it becomes this whole psychological battle just to start again. And I've caught myself doing this so many times where I keep telling myself, okay, I'll start from the next hour, and then the next hour comes and I push it again. And the reason this keeps happening is that starting something genuinely feels painful to your brain. And that's literally why you can lie down and scroll for 4 hours without even noticing. But the moment you have to open your laptop or pick up a book, your brain just goes, nope, not ready yet. So here's the one thing I want you to do whenever you feel like that. Just pause for like 2 or 3 minutes and ask yourself this one question. If this was a life or death situation where I absolutely had to start working right now, even if it's just for 10 minutes, would I still feel unready? And the answer is always no, because when the stakes are high enough, the excuses disappear instantly. So the moment you ask yourself that question, just immediately get back to whatever you're supposed to be doing. If you're a student, just open the textbook and read one paragraph. If you have a business task, just open the document and write one sentence. If you're supposed to be working out, just put on your shoes and walk to wherever you work out, because starting is literally the only thing that matters, and everything else will follow once you're already in motion. The fourth thing is going to sound kind of ridiculous, but stay with me. You need to straight up brainwash yourself into believing that you are someone who just gets the work done, someone who does what they say they're going to do. And I know that sounds like some corny self-help nonsense, but here's the thing. If you repeat a lie to yourself long enough, it genuinely starts to feel like the truth. And before you call that stupid, just think about how the opposite of this already works against you every single day. Because if you're going through a rough time and instead of trying to fix it, you just start binge watching sad reels and reading depressing quotes and listening to sad songs on loop. I've been there, so I know exactly how this goes. And sometimes I wasn't even that sad to begin with, but I would still deliberately go looking for that stuff and just sit in it. And what happens is your brain just accepts that identity and starts producing more of the same feeling to match it. And the exact same thing works in the other direction. So start telling yourself that you're not a bitch. Start consuming stuff that backs that up. Watch people who are locked in and working hard. Let that be the thing you're feeding your brain instead. Just don't go so overboard with the motivational content that it becomes another way to procrastinate, because that's a very easy trap to fall into. The fifth and final thing is using anger as fuel. And look, I know that sounds kind of unhinged, but hear me out. What I want you to do is sit down and make a list of every single thing that has ever pissed you off or hurt you or made you feel small. And I'm talking about everything, like that friend who talked behind your back when you needed them the most, or that teacher who straight up told you that you're not going to amount to anything. Or maybe you saw a girl once and you rejected yourself before even opening your mouth because somewhere deep down you felt like you weren't worth the attempt. Or maybe you've been wanting to buy something for yourself or give your parents a genuinely better life for years now. And despite having that burning desire, you're still sitting there not doing anything about it. Write all of that down and actually sit with it for a minute and let yourself feel it. Because that anger and that pain and that embarrassment is honestly one of the most powerful sources of energy you have access to. You're going to open your work, start your session, and every single time you feel like stopping, you're going to remember exactly why you started. Follow all of these, even if it's for a short amount of time. The reality is that most of the people who are watching this video won't even try it for even a single day, because the stakes are not high enough for them, and they are living in this comfortable bubble. But you need to be uncomfortable with staying comfortable. I'm requesting you not to be like most people and just follow these, even if it's for a very short amount of time. I am pretty confident that you will see results. That's it for today. If you want, you can join my Discord server or follow me on Substack. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe if you want to. See you in the next video.